going to share some pretty thank you. I'm gonna share some pretty freaking awesome stuff for you guys today. Our Tuesday calls are designed to give you some updates and rally stuff. We call it a sales rally for number one reason is to give you information and locations to go for all the great things with eXp. eXp is extremely overwhelming, guys. There's so much we don't even know what we got. And then we go, what do we even get? Right. So I want to do each Tuesday, we'll do small breakdowns as a sales rally. We want to show and congratulate people as well. So I'd like to just start off with yesterday, we had our eXp rally. I am so grateful I went there. Man, the energy and the collaboration and the way they had everything set up, you know you are in the right place around the right people when you have that kind of collaboration, sharing, caring, and everything else. So that was pretty awesome. If you have an opportunity to get into a eXp sales rally or eXp rally in your location or where you are, go ahead and do that. And some great takeaways I want to share with you guys. Plus, I'm going to share this awesome PowerPoint that you can utilize for your marketing materials and everything else. So Levi was up there and he's newer in the business from 2020. And he said the only thing the one thing that's helped him become highly successful is he actually just asked for everything that he was looking to get. It's one of those things that we always go, whoa. So just ask. I'm going to share one other thing with you guys. There's a free, this was mind-blowing because it was freaky mind-blowing. Okay. It's called Real Chickie Agent Sidekicks. Now, I'm going to dig into this for a minute and I'm going to share something with you guys. It is so awesome. Now, it's called Real Chickie, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys just for a moment. And then I don't know if Claire or Lizette, can you I'm going to put the link in the chat box for you guys as well. Now, remember, this is free, and here's why it's free. It's free because all the vendor partners that are involved with Real Chickie they pay for everything. So Real Chickie is like a transaction management AI that will handle your entire transaction, give you notifications, give you everything that you need for your transaction. AI will contact you and say, you have an inspection coming soon. How would you like to proceed? Would you like us to send a message to your buyer, your seller? Would you your appraisal is being set up? All these different things that it has to offer. I'm going to just show a quick little video on it for you guys and just share this with you because it was mind-blowing to me.
Introducing Real Cheeky, your trusty AI sidekick. Bid farewell to missed deadlines.
Can you hear it?
Just drop in your ratified purchase contract and watch the magic unfold. Real Cheeky will swiftly scan, read, and crunch the numbers to create your very own timeline document. It's like having a personal assistant who sets calendar dates and nudges you with reminders. Real Cheeky keeps you on your A game, making sure no important dates or tasks slip through the cracks. It's your ultimate wingman. Say hello to simplicity. Our platform crafts a user-friendly timeline that's automatically emailed to all parties involved. We even handle opening escrows with the snap of our digital fingers. Ready to take the reins of your real estate business? Real Cheeky is here to level up your game. Get your AI sidekick today and embrace a future filled with efficiency, fun, and success.
All right, so I put that into the chat so that way that you guys can go take a look at that. It is one of the freakiest things, guys. I've never seen anything like it. I'm like, holy cow! It's alerting everyone. It's taking care of your time management. It's helping you with all this stuff, and it's free. So they have a lot of their vendors on the side. So if it's an inspector, they'll choose an inspector or a home warranty company, utility connect to get the utilities done, all that stuff there. So if you're looking for some leverage, that's a great opportunity there. So for leverage, Real Chicky is a pretty awesome tool they have there. Now, I'd like to ask, is there anyone on our call that is new to eXp within the last 30 days? Anyone? All right. Is there anyone that took a new listing last week? There's a thing called mute on the left. You hit that and you talk. Is there anyone who had a closing last week? Holy cow, no one's doing any business.
I had a closing.
Fantastic. How did it go, Rick?
Good. It was a very simple cash deal for an investor, but it was good. Nice and smooth.
Awesome. Anyone else? All right. The reason I'm just asking this is I just want to
We had a list
go ahead,
last week.
Ollie. You got a listing last week?
We had
I keep losing you, Ollie. All right. Anyone else? New contracts.
I do have a new contract.
Fantastic. Good, Virginia. Good to see you yesterday also. All right.
Same here.
So I'm going to dig into some, and guys, I just want to recognize you guys and say, hey, congratulations on getting your new listings, getting your new contracts, getting your closings. We know that you guys work hard, and you know what? It's such a great experience to go to a closing table, get paid at the closing table, and for all the work that we do. If you don't get paid at the closing table, get with your compliance and figure that out, because you should be getting paid at the closing. If not, they'll wire your funds to you the next day. So never had an issue with that. The only people that have an issue with getting paid is because they don't do the paperwork. And I was one of those people before too. So when I wanted to blame compliance, it was actually my own fault. So I'll take responsibility for that. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to go through some incredible material that's going to really make an impact for you guys. Okay, so let me close this out here. Let me go here. Download. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a link inside of the chat box, and this is all the slides, and this is all information on upcoming things and current things that are new to eXp for tools and everything that you need for your business. And I'm going to kind of go through a highlight with those here right now. So we're going to go click on those and go through those with you. So, all right, that's not it. You guys are awesome waiting for me to be. So here we go. All right. Zoom. Share screen. Boom. Here we go. All right, guys. So our regional rally started yesterday. In Orlando was the first, yesterday's. We had Brian Ellington was one of our guest speakers. And those of you who don't know who Brian Ellington is, he's he's in charge of our education and coaching stuff. So I'm going to dig into that a little bit. There's an access link right here to all these slides, but I put the link into the chat box anyway. So if you wanted to go through there. Guys, 2023 was a year of bold moves. Here is some marketing material for you when you're going on your listing presentation, when you're going on your buyer presentation, when you're talking to other agents about the value proposition of eXp. Here's some amazing things right here that you can go, oh yeah, we're great. We got profit share or revenue share. We got stock. No, the value proposition for agents to look at the company is what's your rankings? Tell me more about the size of the company. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about that. This is great for your buyer presentation, your listing presentation, and also sharing with some of your agents that are with other companies about all the successes that we're having. Brag about your successes. You need to brag about it, because here's the thing. If you don't brag about it, they'll tell a different story. So tell your own story. The my.exp app, the my exp app, who is using the my.exprealty.com app at a high level? What I mean by that, do you have it on your phone? Do you have it on your computer? My.exprealty.com and then my exp app. It's the same thing. It's got all the same stuff. What I will tell you is this. So can you let's see me, Kim, you're using it. Okay, fantastic. Inside the my exp app, they're coming up with more efficient growth things inside of the app. This is where you can see your revenue share. This is where you can actually go agent to agent referrals under the tools. What's new with eXp? Getting started with eXp. We know joining eXp can be overwhelming. It has all the training modules. So in one location, my eXp app has everything that you need for your success through eXp. You have agent to agent referrals. You can look at leadership, your leaderboard. You can see where your ranking is in your state, in your city, in your county. If you're highly competitive and you want to see where you stand with all the other agents, go in there. The training calendar, all of it is right in this app. So I have it downloaded on my computer and I have it downloaded in my phone, and I look at it several times a day, guys. So use this. See, there's a reason you're at eXp. It's systems, tools, and models. We have so many great systems, tools, and models. I'm going to give you all your locations here today that's going to help you navigate and utilize these tools. So real estate on the air, videoing, and all that stuff there. You go to you scan this code realestateontheair.fm, and you got so many download opportunities. Look at Nolly and Ricky Caruth, Zero to Diamond, does live prospecting calls. Nolly does a lot of calls on a 4-hour work week or a 5-hour work week, whatever it is. Pretty incredible stuff. That if you're a reader, an avid reader, the current books that all of our leadership are reading currently right now. A lot of these names are very popular right here. Just looking at Stephen Covey's 7 levels of, not 7 levels, 7 habits of highly successful people, and Ed Milet, The Power of One More. Here's something that was mind-blowing to me yesterday that we're not utilizing at the highest level, because it is perfect timing for us. Perfect timing for us. eXp is the largest independent brokerage in the United States. eXp does more transactions than any other brokerage. We are one company, US. Okay. And that gives us the power of marketing. That gives us the power of collaboration. No other real estate company can say they have nearly 90,000 agents with one brand. Now, not brand, with one company. See, a lot of your brands like KW, Remax, Coldwell Bankers, they're franchised offices. So they can't market to the masses of the size of the company. They can only market to the size of the office, right? We are one company that offers an exclusive. So let's say you have an off-market property you want to market. This is where you go. Zenlist.com. Zenlist.com. And if you're able to scan this code, register on there, sign up. It's free. You don't need the paid version. It's free. By the way, guys, when NAR puts their when it puts 1 second, Liz, when NAR puts their stuff in effect in July, you can display a commission to a buyer's agent contributed by the seller through Zenlist. You can. It just can't go to Zillow and Realtor.com and all that stuff. But you can market it to the 90,000 realtors within eXp right there. Guys, those of you who do wholesale deals, those of you who have, let's say you have a seller that doesn't want the neighbors to know the house is for sale. You can do express offers. You can do open door. You can do offer pad. You can you can list it on eXp exclusives. Get with your state broker and find out what forms you need. You just can't put it on there and get a commission. You have to have some documentation. So there'll be some kind of listing agreement in place that is stipulating that it will go on to, it'll be off market, okay? So we don't have to worry about putting stuff into the MLS if we choose not to. We have a platform where we have and by the way, guys, the average eXp agent has 300 people in their database. Okay, so Kim says she was able to see all the eXp listings. Right, that's exactly right. So there's an average of 300 people in your database throughout eXp. So if you have 90,000 agents, that means 2.7 million people have the potential to see this property you put in Zenlist. Okay? So this is a platform that is exclusive just to eXp. And I believe Glenn purchased this for us. So take a look at that, get on there, start looking. You have a buyer, but you can't find the property for them. Go in Zenlist, there might be something there. Okay? All kinds of great stuff in there. zenlist.com. So I did see a hand up. Lizette, you still have your hand up? She's not.
Sorry,
quick
I have to mute. So I have a question, Zenlist. I want to find out if Puerto Rico, that applies to agents in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Okay. They just
Yes,
have to sign up.
Hold on. I was told yes, but go ahead and have your agents in PR. Just go to Zenlist and see. It should be on there. So, and I think it's pretty much globally, Lizette. So, you can also send a message to your broker or go into Zenlist on Workplace and make a comment there, and you'll get those answers rather quickly. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to move through. All right. So guys, take your listings to the next level. Here's the thing. They had these displayed yesterday. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I highly recommend this. Scan the code. It's your listing presentation kit, your active listing kit. What you may want to do, consider this, is buying a listing kit with just maybe your own home address or whatever it is. So that way there, when you go on a listing presentation, you bring that box with you, you bring your listing presentation with you, and you go, hey, by the way, here's all our marketing material that goes out when you list with us. The power of demonstration will get you what you want. See, you can tell people how great of tools we have. You can tell people how great our marketing is. You can tell people whatever the heck you want, but until they actually see it, feel it, touch it, they don't believe it. So get a listing kit. Maybe do you know, just kind of a home in your neighborhood or a home in a community you want to farm or whatever it is, and have that listing kit available. So when you go on a listing presentation, you bring your listing kit, you bring your lockbox, you bring your sign, you bring everything with you and go, I am prepared, and our photographer is on standby to take the photos. Your assertiveness is saying, I'm taking this listing, and you've actually earned it because you came prepared. So the listing presentation kit it will do the work for you. It'll do the work for you. So there's the QR code for that. By the way, the link that I put in there for all of this, it's under the eXp Rally presentation slides. And this is this whole presentation here, okay? We have eXpCon coming to Miami. eXpCon will be in Miami. Guys, we have collaboration, we have community, we have fun with eXp. You just got to make a commitment to do it, right? So if you register with this code, you'll get a $50 off your admission. So eXp's in Miami. I believe it's October, and it's, you know what, traveling to Miami versus Vegas is probably a lot easier. Probably a lot more affordable. Less distractions with casinos, maybe. I don't know. Right? So eXpCon. Also, build. Build is an opportunity for everyone this year. There's 10 different builds going on right now. Okay, 10. There's one at sea in August, so you can go on a cruise. It's called Build at Sea 24. Build at Sea 24. So if you go to Brent Gove's website, if you go to Brent Gove's website, you'll see build events. There's one in Charlotte, September 11th and 12th. There's one in Dallas. There's one in New Jersey. There's one in Oregon. There's the one at sea. You now bring your family, right? And you write the entire thing off, and it's 2 days, 3-day cruise, or 4-day cruise, 3 nights, right out of Port Canaveral in Florida. So if you're in Florida, you know a cruise is way less expensive than a hotel and buying food. So all your food's included, all your drinks, and you can have a blast. So these events are what brings you so much value with the company. Collaboration. Whenever I go to an event, my main goal is this. I want to meet all the top people in the company and not leave without getting their card, a handshake, or something. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact them when I get back home and go, hey, Chris, it was great meeting you out in Miami, and I'd love to be a referral partner with you. I know you're in Orlando. I'm in New Smyrna Beach. I'd love to be a referral partner with you, and it was great meeting you. And by the way, will you be going to the next event? See, you will have your event paid for through referrals if you decide that you go with purpose, right? Stay away from all the people that you know and go meet new people. So there's eXp in Canada, eXp in Portugal. So these are all over. The regional rally luxury division, there's over 1,300 luxury real estate agents within eXp. If you choose to want to join the eXp luxury division, you're welcome to scan this code as well. Get a 20% off of the membership. You get the good thing with the luxury certification is, let's say Ali is in Orlando and he's looking for an agent for a $3 million listing in California. He can go right to the luxury division and pick a luxury agent that has experience, knowledge, and in the industry for that listing, right? So now his referral is going at a very high level. So he's not getting a brand new agent that might have a mentor. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you know what? We're sending a recommendation of a referral of a top agent with commercial with luxury marketing. We want to make sure that we represent that well. So the luxury division there is a small cost to it, but I will tell you, if you're selling higher end homes, anything above 500,000, I think is considered luxury in Florida. Some states it's a little different, but if you're a luxury agent and you're focusing on luxury, it's a great referral source. One sale will just one referral will just put you into a great financial position. So you get to hear this right at the beginning, because most people that are not going to these rallies are not understanding the agent development, evaluating our offering. The foundation, the pinnacle of innovation is real estate education. Brian Ellington was there presenting, and the guy is absolutely amazing. His knowledge, his experience with some of the other top companies. He wrote almost a majority of the training material with Keller Williams. Guys, he is amazing. And he's an agent too. He's not someone that writes training material. So keep checking your calendar for solutions you need through eXp University. We're going to have what's called next level mastery. Training builds knowledge and momentum. How do you achieve acceleration, elevation, and mastery? So there'll be Elevate coaching, and there'll be some coaching sessions on whether you want to be a YouTuber or different areas. So here we go. So we got Levi, we got Carrie, Gogo. We've had her on a call. She's absolutely amazing. Nolly, we've had him on a call. Amazing. And Dan Bear, these are opportunities to get into maybe one of their coaching programs, if you choose to want to look at that as an investment into your business. So there's also a code there too. Here's our national, your agency advisory council. We have an advisory council. And by the way, we have someone on our call that will be representing us here in Florida as well, right, Claire? Okay, I'm not sure if she's still here. Anyways, Claire Autry is one of our agent advisory council members for Florida. So, and then, all right. I'm gonna stop here for a second. Who here, and let's be bluntly honest. I want you to be as honest as you can and no judgment. Who here feels sometimes they can't get in touch with someone because they need help with something with eXp, whether it's a system, a tool, a model, a closing, a broker, something? Anyone? All right. I just want to say this. All right, then let me see. Okay, Kim, Naomi, guys, I highly encourage you to take this information down, scan the code. 24/7 support. 24/7 support. If Naomi, you can't get in touch with Big T, Tony Fuentes, you can always call me, by the way, or text me. But anyways, go here. Our eXp expert care desk is going to help you and guide you to all the resources that you need. So let's say you're having a closing and you want your DA or whatever. You go here, you call them, and they'll guide you right there. You're having issues logging into your KV Core. Go here. You're having issues where you need a broker. Go here. This is your go-to right here. So I would put this on speed dial on your phone. I would put it in your favorites. I would put that email there. And anytime that you're reaching out to eXp and our leadership, it's always a .net, not a .com. Okay, so if you need to reach out to the broker, it's, you know, the state broker at exprealty.net. Some people had questions about their stocks. So go to stocks at exprealty.net. And why was my shareholders less than what it was the month before? Well, it's transferred into your E-Trade account. Okay, so just take a look at that. So this is your expert care desk. They are there to support you. They are there to help you. They are there to guide you. Go there as often as possible. I promise you, you're gonna love me for it. All right. So the NAR settlement again. I'm just gonna kind of do a quick overview on this. We have some great collaboration with some top attorneys that have been getting on our calls. eXp is going to be doing buyer brokerage agreement presentation classes. So keep an eye on that for your area, your state. The documents are all in your transaction desk or Form Simplicity already. Your new listing agreements, your new buyers, sales contracts, they're there. I would highly recommend you get familiar with those. This will be implemented in July. Now, you are currently protected under NAR settlement. Okay, so don't worry about someone coming to sue you personally. You are protected because part of the NAR settlement here is you are released from liability. Now, moving forward, you will have to do your buyer broker agreement before you can even show property. So I'd work on, keep an eye out for your new buyer presentations and buyer brokerage agreements based on your state. This way here, you'll be prepared. At least start looking at them, do a buyer presentation, and then come May, start doing a buyer brokerage agreement with it. Okay. If you do a presentation and show your value and your commitment to representing them, they're going to hire you. But if you go in and say, hey, if I show you this home, you got to sign this, they're not going to hire you. They don't see any value. Had a buyer call me yesterday and he goes, hey, what's going on with the new lawsuit? Because I need you to help me find a home, but we're not looking till August. I said, well, we'll have to. He goes, who pays the commission? I said, well, the buyer does, and we'll go through that on how that all works. He goes, well, I'm not going to pay a commission also on top of my closing costs and everything. I said, I get it, but you have to have the knowledge in the of what we do, and I'll share that with you when we're ready. When we're ready. And he's like, okay, fair enough. I trust you. Because here's the thing, Mr. Buyer. I got a listing. Mr. Buyer calls and says, hey, I want to see this home. Fantastic. You working with an agent? No. Would you sign a buyer's brokerage agreement if you bought this home? No. Anything you say to me right now, Ali, I will use against you in the negotiations as I represent the seller. It is totally going to be a failure for the buyer to go to the listing agent. Seriously. So the buyer's agent the buyers need you. You need to build your skill set, be prepared with your agreements, and be prepared to let them know exactly how your compensation works. Okay. And right now, I would be contacting my entire database and I would be saying, hey, Chris, Tom Martin here over at eXp Realty. Listen, haven't spoken to you in a bit. I'm sure you're hearing a lot of stuff on NAR lawsuit that's a bunch of myths. I'd love to answer any questions to give you the truth about what's really going on. Do you have any questions? Or would you be buying or selling anytime soon? Because this may affect you. Be proactive. Get in front of them. Because right now is your time to shine and be the professional. Don't let them call you first. Call them. It's a great opportunity. And then it's just no offer of buyer compensation in the MLS, but we have Zenlist, right? We can put offer of compensation in there because it's our own company to our own agents. Sellers may offer concessions. Right now, I do know that the VA and FHA are working on some implementation to where the listing agent, the seller can give a concession of towards the commission for the buyer's agent and not count towards the concession of closing costs for the buyer. So there's some things being worked on there, but the better you can negotiate your skills on asking the listing agent and the seller for a commission, the better. Right now, we can't do that because it's an ethics violation, but that will change. Okay. Just taking care of your buyer and doing the buyer's brokerage agreement. Pay attention to the classes that you're going to have in your area. And this is just some strategies here. I'm not going to go into too much of this right now. So guys, I wanted to share with you some of the exciting things that eXp is putting so much work and effort into. We're outpacing the industry. We're the number one real estate company in the world, and we have systems, tools, and models, and all the documentations we need to prepare us for a bigger, better business. So at this point, Susan O'Burke, great news. Listen, what questions would be highly important to you that I can answer for you while we're on this call? This time, the next 10 to 15 minutes is Q&A, and this is your time.
Tom, did they mention anything about Revenos or what we can access to get part of that program?
Yeah, so there was very little talk about revenues, but I will tell you, we're going to start seeing a lot of release come July, August, they said. So I would
Okay.
get your certifications for revenues. Here's the other thing, and I wasn't really sure. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I know a lot of the eXp agents. We have some kind of endorsement with Open Door as part of our express offers type thing. So anytime that you're working with a seller, say, look, I can bring you a cash offer before we list this and see if it's something that you're interested in. Most of the time it's a investor type offer. Put it in offer pad, put it in Open Door, put it in express offers, but you got to be express offers certified, and then go, hey, look, I got 4 offers for you. These are cash offers with a convenient closing for you. If this works for you, great. If not, I can retail it at this for you. Again, bring your listing presentation, your listing kit, and sit with them and go through getting those offers for them. And then we'll have those offers for you within 24 hours. So that's all I got as an update on that, Ali. You can go to the Revenues workplace page and probably type something in there also. And the ladies in Palm Coast that runs that division. So
Do you remember her name?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay. I think I wrote her information down, but I wasn't sure.
Gosh, I'm in my, let's see. It's not Andrea Sabino. Dawn Conciatori, Conciatori. So Dawn, Dawn, last name Conciatori. So if you send her a workplace chat, go into Revenue, she's the one that runs that division. So, Ollie, do we see anything coming in the mortgage side of things right now that we need to be aware of? Those of you know, Ollie Partovi also has a mortgage company and Model Mortgage. Is there anything that we're seeing that the agents should be aware of right now as far as maybe some rate increases, decreases, the Fed? What's going on there?
Yeah, I was hoping that the rates would come down by now because that was a lot of the sentiment about last quarter around December of 2023. However, with Friday's job report being much better than expected, actually mortgage rates ticked up about 1/8 of a point. So right now, 30-year conventional mortgage rate with par value, which is no points, is roughly 7.25 to 7.5 on conventional. FHA is lower, but Who knows when rates will come down? And I'll tell you right now, the only thing that really is pushing the market is just supply and demand. For the top 20 markets in the country, and this is information from CoreLogic, if you follow their research, they track the real estate market in North America, that's US and Canada. But for the US, they said in the top 20 markets, for every 5 buyers, there's 1 house. So we still have higher demand than there is supply, even at higher interest rates and higher costs. And then they said if interest rates were to move down 1%, so if it goes from, let's say, 7.5 down to 6.5 or near 6, that demand is going to go 8-1. So there's going to be more buyer demand than there is sellers. And they expect that to continue all the way through 2027. So for the next 3 years, they expect that buyer demand will still outpace sellers, and the fact that regardless of interest rates or property appreciation or anything, there's still too much demand. And that's one of the reasons why, if you're in Florida especially, you'll notice there's apartment buildings going up left and right. And that's because they're trying to meet the demand for housing. So as far as what you can do for your buyers or potential buyers, number one, right now, the most important thing you can do is when you're asking for seller concession, ask for a temporary rate buy down. And the way a temporary rate buy down works is that the seller will pay at closing the amount to lower the interest rate for the first 12 months by 1%. So for example, if you take a $300,000 home, and let's say it doesn't matter how much they're putting down, whether they're putting down 3.5%, 20%, whatever it is, 1% of the loan amount would typically be right around, let's say, $2,000 or so. And we can actually calculate, we have a calculator, so you know exactly how much to ask. That will allow the buyer to have their first 12 months interest rate be calculated at 1% less than their qualified rate. So what it does is it helps the buyer make payments in the first 12 months. Now that's a 1-0 buy down, and it's a temporary rate buy down. The benefit of a temporary rate buy down versus a permanent buy down, where you actually pay points to lower the rate for the duration of the 30 years, is that, let's say in about 6 months, the mortgage rates end up going down 1%, and now your buyer wants to refinance. Well, if they had permanently bought that rate down by paying points up front out of pocket, they're not getting that money back. That money's gone. But if they had a temporary rate buy down, let's say it was a 1% that the seller had paid, and it's month 6 or month 7 or wherever it is, whatever money is still left to pay that rest of the payments down, the buyer gets that money back. They get to keep that money, so they don't lose out anyway. And it's a great benefit for your buyers. It also makes it more affordable to be able to afford the first year's payments. And keep in mind, they still have to qualify on the regular rate, but that's the key. That's number one. The other thing to keep in mind too, right now, there's another 7 or 8 insurance companies that have entered into the state of Florida. It'll help, competition to maybe keep rates down in terms of insurance. But that's the other thing right now. Taxes and insurance are making an impact on people qualifying for mortgages, because you have to calculate that into your monthly debt to income ratio, even if, let's say, they're not escrowing it. And then lastly, right now we have a 1% conventional product. So if you can put 1% down, the lender will give the other 2%, so that they are 97% loan to value, and they can get into a home. So it's not available everywhere just because they have to meet certain income requirements, but it's available out there. That's something you guys should be pitching out there when you're at open houses, if you're doing buyer consultation, if you're working online leads, if you're taking a listing. On all our listing in the realtor remarks, we put 1% conventional available for this property. So those are some of the things to keep in mind. As far as rates goes, nobody knows when they're going to go up or down. I wouldn't count on that. One thing I would always do is always, let's go ahead and identify the elephant or the gorilla in the room. Say, hey, rates suck. You're paying more now than you were paying 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. That's what it is right now. However, use that stat. If interest rates go down 1%, supply and demand is going to go from 5 buyers 1 to 8-1, which at that point, now prices are going to go up. And, competition is going to go up. People are going to have to waive inspections and, pay over ask. And now you have to come up with more cash. And the last thing is that there's a lot of down payment assistance programs and grants available, especially if you're a first time home buyer. I know that Fannie Mae has a $5,000 grant available for first-time home buyers who live within 21 areas that they're renting right now. So you can actually, there's a link, you can go and check to see if they qualify. It's a $5,000 grant, which means you don't have to pay it back. And the income requirement is actually pretty high. So a lot of people could qualify for that as long as they're a first-time home buyer. So keep those things in mind. Hopefully that helps you guys get some more business. But the key is to, be out there right now. Just kind of charge the storm. There's a lot of people who are looking to buy. Rents are going up again. So a lot of people that we are talking to, especially they're trying to apply for pre-approvals, they're renting. They're getting their rent, increases coming up down the line, and they're looking and saying, hey, maybe it's time I got to buy because these rents are going much, much higher than what they can afford, or they just don't want to be paying rent. Because when you're renting, your interest rate is 100%, and you're paying a mortgage, it's just not yours.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, so true. People are saying, well, I'd rather rent right now because the rates are too high. Okay, so how long you plan on renting? All right, 2 years. Okay. In 2 years, you could have paid down some of your mortgage. In 2 years, you could have gained some equity. In 2 years, you had some tax deductions where you don't in rent. So do not give that advice. It's poor financial advice to tell someone to rent or continue renting. Challenge the consumer on that and tell them, look, if you could get the same monthly payment and you're owning, why wouldn't you? Right? So get them with a lender immediately, get them with someone that you're working with because you're benefiting them and you have an opportunity to put them into a home. That's the American dream, is to own a home, not go rent a home. So anyways, thank you for that input, Ali. Those of you that stayed on the call, I appreciate you. Inside of the chat, again, were several links, so you have access to the things that we just went through. Now, I will tell you, one of the first links I put in was a Google worksheet, and that has all links, even to, I believe, Revenue's, Ali. So you'll be able to click and go right in there. So I just posted it again. So it'll give you different links to go to. Check those out. Have an amazing week. By the way, this is important. Thursday. Let me confirm before I speak, because that's what I'm really good at, speaking before confirming. We have an freaking incredible coach coming on our call Thursday morning at 8:30. And it's Coach Pipes, Bill Pipes. Coach Pipes will be our guest speaker for our call, and Coach Pipes is on it. Mike Ferry's his father-in-law, Tom Ferry's his brother-in-law. So yeah, yes, Susan, we love Coach Pipes. He's full of energy, but also full of logic, and he will put you in the right mindset. And he's going to share some scripts and some dialogue and some free tools for North Settlement that's going to help you and prepare you. So I'm super excited to have him. I'm going to be putting some flyers up on our community page and also GPS page. Share those off. Get as many people as you want to the call. Guys, this is your time to invite someone to this call. It's not about eXp. It's about the agents growing their business. Invite them. It's free. Coach Pipes charges several $1,000s for a 1-hour session. And he's doing this for us for free. So the marketing material should be up on our GPS pages and community pages here shortly. And go ahead and share that off so it doesn't say eXp's call. It's a call for all agents to have an opportunity to hear Coach Pipes, his preparing his agents that he coaches for the NAR Settlement. So
just one last thing I just wanted to share and just throw it out there. We're looking to add a luxury listing agent to our team in the Orlando area. So if anybody knows someone, please feel free to send it our way. We'll make sure we'll give you guys a headhunter fee as well for it. So we're going to be making that, posting that on LinkedIn and also on Indeed. But I wanted to share it with the group in case you guys knew someone who's whether at eXp or they're at another brokerage. We'd love to have a conversation with them and see. It's going to be for really focusing on taking luxury listings in the Orlando area and also working with our builder side to sell luxury custom homes.
Awesome. All right. Guys, anybody have anything last minute they want to share? 1, 2, 3.
Y'all, thank you for inviting me to this call. I absolutely love this group and I just want to dive in more. And when you mention the links, I don't think I have everything.
Susan, are you with eXp?
I am.
Okay,
I am a mentor. I'm diving in deep.
Susan, I'm gonna put my email in here. Go ahead and shoot me an email and I will send everything off to you. How's that?
I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Make sure I spelled it correctly. Here we go. Okay.
Got it.
All right. All right. Anyone else? Thanks for speaking on that, Susan, because I'd hate for you to miss out on getting these links and everything. So
Yeah, well, I just want to share with y'all too that I'm not sure if you know like Michelle Wilson, Chad Cooley.
she's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, she's my upline. She's my group. I love them and I want to invite y'all to my group because I feel like you all are so powerful just like them and top agent experts and you know what I'm saying? Like if we could just all collaborate together, I just really get excited about this stuff.
Thank you for sharing that. Put the link in the chat box for the agents. By the way, you just reminded me I got to reach out to Michelle again and have her as one of our guests on our calls because I did a panel with Michelle last year at Build and what an incredible business lady
Oh, she is amazing.
yes, she is.
Yep.
And by the way, she's one person that'll tell you how do you grow a business? Pick up the phone and make phone calls. That's what
Do
she
the
does.
work.
Do
Yeah.
the work. Do the
Yeah.
work. So
Do the thing, have the power, make the calls, send the emails, all the things. Yep. Yeah, well, thank you so much.
well, thank you for coming in. All right. Anyone else? All right. We appreciate you guys.
I have a question.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So my question is for Ali. So I know a few folks that are certified for luxury. Sound like you're talking about. How do we? Do I give them a phone number to call you, or how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can reach out to me. I'll drop my phone number in the chat right now. They can call or text 295-5115. Should be in the chat right there. They can call or text, either one.
I don't think it showed up yet.
No, you sent it to me.
Okay.
You direct
Oh,
message
let
it
me
to me.
I'll do it again and I'll send it to everybody. Copy,
Thank you.
paste, everyone. All right, it should show up on everyone now.
All right, thank you. Tom, I have a question before we go.
Yeah.
What do you think the most important certifications are for us to have?
Everything.
Everything.
So
Okay.
NAR is offering free accredited buyer representation, ABR. Get it done.
I've signed up for that. I got that next week.
Okay, fantastic. Number one, get it done. The other thing I would say is to get on Zen list. Okay.
I'm
Get
on
going
there.
with that. The other thing I would say is get certified through Revenues. Get all your certifications for your REO, your relocation, all of that. Those are premium. The other thing I would tell you is learn your KV core and master it. Seriously.
Ready.
In the top right corner, there's an agent success plan or something like that there. You click on that and it's got KV Core 101. Spend 15 minutes a day for 1 month. That's 5 hours, Monday through Friday, 15 minutes on KV Core. And within 5 hours of training in 1 month, you'll be like a master at it.
KV Core is a bit challenging. I'm gonna try that. That's a good plan.
The things that are uncomfortable for us that we spend time on become easy over a period of time. right?
Mhm.
Everything. You know, I was interviewing this one guy. He goes, I don't like technology. I said, well, you just drove here on a Tesla. What do you mean you don't like technology? I couldn't get in that car and start it and move. I wouldn't even know what to do. But you got to learn it, do it, and move on, right? So here's the thing I tell everyone: you will get familiar with it if you spend some time on it. All right, guys, have an amazing week.
Thank you, y'all too.
See ya.